Manchester United returned to the Champions League for the first time since the 2023-24 season, following their 3-2 win against Liverpool on Sunday. But the performance was far from perfect. Caretaker manager Michael Carrick and his Man United players knew heading into their fixture against the Merseyside club that 1 point would be enough to see them return to Europe's elite club competition, and it appeared as though it was going to be a straightforward day at the office when they raced into a 2-goal lead at Old Trafford. The Red Devils led 2-0 at half-time and were cruising, but within 11 minutes of the second half, the scores were back at 2-2. Fortunately for the hosts, Kobbie Mainoo found a winning goal 13 minutes from time in the same week that he penned a new and improved long-term deal at Old Trafford, just months after he requested to leave on loan because of a lack of minutes under Ruben Amorim. United Chiefs must now decide whether Carrick is going to get the job permanently, but they also need to decide how they are going to upgrade a squad that is going to face many more games next season than they had this term. Lammens' mistake almost cost Man United. Lammens has largely been a revelation for United this season, but there was a rare lapse of concentration against Liverpool on Sunday. With a 1-goal advantage, the Belgians' poor pass out from the back was punished as Cody Gakpo fired in the equaliser for Arne Slot's visitors. Fortunately for the 23-year-old and United, it didn't matter at the full-time whistle Mainoo's goal. But there are other areas of the pitch that do look to need upgrades in the market this summer. One player who it is increasingly looking like United do need to upgrade this summer is Amad Diallo. Hopes were high after last season, 11 goals in 43 appearances in all competitions, that the Ivory Coast international was someone that could become a key starter for the Red Devils for many years. However, the 23-year-old has been struggling 4 months now, following his return from AFCON in January. Since his return from Morocco in the new year, Amad has now gone 14 Premier League matches without recording a single goal contribution. The winger started the visit of Liverpool on the substitutes bench with Matheus Cunha, Benjamin Sesko and Bryan Mbeumo picked as the front three, and he did little to show why he should be in the starting she when he did replace Sesko at half-time. Amad was given a 3/10 rating for his 45 minutes on the pitch by the Daily Express, after his poor pass in the build-up to the goal from Dominic Szoboszlai gave Liverpool a route back into the match. The Ivorian looks to be very low on confidence right now, and his latest display won't help him in that regard, but he is slowly becoming United's next Alejandro Garnacho. The Argentine was a young, highly rated winger, but his form quickly dwindled to the point where the Red Devils were happy to get rid. Amad is currently on the same track, and it is getting to a point where United should consider cashing in on him as soon as the summer. Reds goalkeeper Freddie Woodman parried Bruno Fernandes' header onto the United striker, and as it bounces upwards, close-up footage appears to demonstrate that the ball makes contact with Sesko's fingers. The former Newcastle United frontman conceded that he would prefer not to see such goals chalked off, but believed that if the regulation exists, it must be enforced. According to IFAB rules, a goal must be disallowed if an attacker scores directly with their hand or arm, even if the contact is accidental, or immediately after the ball touches their hand or arm. Nevertheless, the officials at Stockley Park permitted the goal following a prolonged review. On the BBC's Match of the Day 2, Shearer said, "I thought it was handball. I don't want to see these goals disallowed, right? I think the handball law is a complete nonsense anyway, and this law as well. But, in terms of consistency and applying the law correctly, I think me and Micah Richards agreed straight away that we both said that has hit his hand. You can see the motion of the ball move because it hits his left hand there. It's only a slight touch, I get that, and as I said, I don't want to see them disallowed. But when they are applying the law, and that is what they say, If it hits any part of your hand and you're the goal scorer, it should be disallowed, and that should have been disallowed. He continued, "We are at this stage. This is where we are at now. This is where they have got us. We are actually debating whether it has flicked onto his finger unintentionally. It's like, come on, that's the state the game and the laws are in now. It's ridiculous, isn't it?" Former Manchester City defender Micah Richards agreed that while the regulation verges on absurd, during crucial moments, it ought to be adhered to. He said, "It's there for us all to see. The motion of the ball changed, didn't it? And that's what you need to look at." Like Alan said, we don't want to see goals given away for this when we are talking about fingernails or whatever. But the law is if it comes off your hand, which it clearly did in our view. The goal should not have been given. It is as simple as that. Liverpool rallied in the second period with Dominic Szoboszlai and Cody Gakpo finding the net to overturn the Champions League encounter. To rapid goals hauled them level at a point when Arne Slot's side appeared well and truly beaten after a dismal first-half performance. However, Kobbie Mainoo netted the decisive winner to secure their place in next season's Premier European competition. It leaves Liverpool 6 points off the Red Devils going into the final 3 matches of the season. Reds boss Slot said, "If it is a touch, it is never a lot, of course. If it was a touch, it should have been disallowed. I want to focus on how we conceded that second goal, because that's where we can do better."